Hello guys and good day. This is our lecture for our Module 4 entitled Lipids. Now, lipids is one of the biomolecules, guys, na naabilang sa may natin sa ating 4 biomolecules which are essentials to life. Now, these lipids, as we all know here, provides more energy than our previous meeting na discuss natin na kung saan yun ay carbohydrates. Now, we are now on our lecture for our Module 4. Now, the outline of this lecture, guys, is all about, we will discuss the introduction, what are the lipids, function of lipids, classification of lipids, guys, and classification scheme of lipids, and iisa-isahin natin yung mga lipids such as fatty acids and the reactions of fatty acids or triacylglycerol. Hindi magkaparehas ang fatty acid at triacylglycerol. Okay. And bodily functions of triacylglycerol. And we have some soaps reactions. Tapos pupunta tayo sa may terpenes and terpenoids, another type of lipids. Cholesterol or steroid derivative. Ayan. So, didiscuss natin ang mga tags or triacylglycerol, terpenes and terpenoids, steroids, and number 4, didiscuss natin yung sex hormones. And then, okay, pang 5 natin, mga phospholipids and cell membranes. And number 6 ay waxes. So, i-discuss natin yung 6 types of lipids throughout this discussion. And I will make it very fast, guys. Because this is only an essential for our laboratory. And I assume na discuss na siya thoroughly and mas deep sa may lecture niyo. So, I'll make this discussion fast. So, forgive me in advance. Okay, let's start our discussion proper. Okay, lipids. We all know that lipids are insoluble to the organic solvents or non-polar solvents such as chloroform and diethyl ether. Since we discussed on our module 2 na sila ay mga what? They are hydrophobic and because they contain a long chain of hydrocarbons and hindi nagdo-dominate yun. And they have a hydrocarbons here. Now, ano ba ang mga lipids natin? Or these are the typical example. Itong lecithin natin. Lecithin, it is a phosphatide, phospholipid na na-extract sa may egg yolk natin. Cholesterol, steroid, you are all familiar to this one here. And then fats or oil, menthol, and vitamin A, a terpenoid. So, a type of triacylglycerol derivative, an steroid, and triacylglyceride, what's this? A terpenoids and terpenes. So, yung waxes natin, guys, is kasi siya long chain of fatty acids and yun ay solids at room temperature. So, encounter naman yan na pwede siyang lubricant sa mga floors natin. So, natin. Okay, ano bang lipids natin? What are the lipids? Okay, summarize ko lang siya. Pero sige, basahin ko. Lipids daw are chemically buried fatty substances. And it is also a storage form of energy as an adipose tissue in our body. They are water-soluble kasi nga sila hydrophobic due to their non-polar property. But they are soluble to organic solvents due to their non-polar property. And then, ito rin yung mga functions nila. Hindi kasi minsan, kapag sinasabi natin lipids, sa experience ko pala guys, when we say lipids kasi, parang pumasok sa space, all these fats. Storage form of energy. It is a fats, adipose tissue, fats and oils. Pero, natuklasan ko nung ako nag-aral ng chemistry further sa aking course na yung lipids pala guys, ay madaming functions such as the signal molecules, components of our cell membranes, hormones, derivatives yun nga, steroids, mga sex hormones, and they are intracellular messengers throughout our body na kung saan yung nagtatransmit siya sa ating mga endocrine glands natin. So they are esters of long-chain fatty acids and alcohols. Okay. Next, ano bang function ng lipids natin, guys? Kasi ito, what are the lipids? Okay. Ano naman ang function ng lipids natin or ano ang mga purposes nila? Okay. Lipids are the constituents of cell membrane and regulate permeability. Na kung saan, para hindi makapasok agad ang mga foreign materials sa mga cells natin that may cause some toxicity. So, sila yung nagre-regulate ng permeability nila. And then, protect internal organs. Serve as insulating materials and give shape and context to the body. Now, ito ay referring sa may mga fats natin, adipose tissues. And they serve as a source of fat-soluble vitamins. Now, ang purpose nito, cholesterol and the other bile acids, I shall say, they disperse to form micelle dun sa may mga fats natin para sila ay maging na-disperse and for better digestion. And essential fatty acids are useful for transport of cholesterol and formation of lipoproteins. When we say lipoproteins, it is a combination of lipids and proteins natin. Okay, phospholipids in mitochondria are responsible for transport of electron transport chain components, which is meron tayong two types of one, active transport natin sa mga cell membranes natin to transfer some sort of electrons, and other ions throughout our cell membrane. Ganon. And then accumulation of fat in liver is prevented by phospholipids. So it is prevented daw by phospholipids natin. And then phospholipids help in removal of cholesterol from the body, participating in the reverse cholesterol transport. Ito mga topics na ito, guys, that these two last function of our phospholipids here are discussed in your lipid metabolism, kung saan madi-discuss sa my lecture ninyo. And then cholesterol is a constituent of cell membrane and it's synthesized with the help of bile acids, hormones, and vitamin D. It is the principle of steroid higher animals abundant in tissues and gallstones. So that's the function of lipids natin. And these are the lipids subclasses. These are the lipids in terms of classes, guys. Do sa fatty acids natin, okay, fatty acids natin, when you say fatty acids, it is a long chain of hydrocarbon na kung saan yun fatty acids na carboxylic acids. Mamaya i-discuss natin. They are eicosanoids, triacylglycerol, can be fat or oil, waxes, and sphingolipids. Okay, and these are the other subcomponents of the lipids, and meron tayong steroids, lipid vitamins, and terpenes, which they are isoprenoids there. Now, the classification of lipids are based on their classification. Their biological function are the follows. So, meron tayo base classification lipids natin as our base can be classified into based on their chemical composition and biological functions. Now, ano ba yung three biological functions ng lipids natin? The three common biological functions of lipids natin. They are the storage lipids, okay, adipose tissue, structural lipids sa mga cell membranes natin. Lipids are signals, cofactors, and pigments na kung saan ito yung matatagpuan sa ating, itong pigments is yung mga ating mga carotenoid and mga terpenes natin na nagbibigay such as beta-carotene, and signals and cofactors, ang tinutawag dito are the hormones there. So classification of lipids based on their biological function. Next, based on their chemical composition, there are actually four. We have simple lipids, compound lipids, derived lipids, and miscellaneous lipids. Okay, kapag simple lipids, they contain only carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Yun. Kasi ito, waxes, sterol ethers, and triacylglycerol. So simple lipids, CHO. Okay, gawin natin mas complex. These are the lipids ester fatty acids with alcohols and additional groups such as phosphate, nitrogenous base. So nadagdagan na. Yung CHO natin ay naging CHONP na. Sa may complex lipids natin, guys, ang present doon na elements are carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and phosphorus. So there are three types: phospholipids, glycerolipids, and sphingolipids. Next is derived lipids that are based on the simple hydrolysis of simple and complex lipids. So the derived lipids ay nanggaling doon, guys, sa ating simple and complex lipid. Common example nito, guys, is yung ating glycerol and alcohols and fatty acids natin. Fatty acids ba? Am I correct? Ayan, kung saan yung fatty acids kasi natin, guys, is from the triacylglycerol. And yun, kapag nag-hydrolyze nga siya, di ba? Yung triacylglycerol natin, magsisynthesize siya ng glycerol and fatty acids. Okay, ito yon. And these are the steroids, di ba? Steroids, hormones natin, mga sex hormones, ketone bodies, fatty acids, fatty alcohols, and diacylglyceride. Ayun, nasa PowerPoint naman pala siya. So, no need to worry. And then the miscellaneous lipid, guys, for the last classification of lipids based on their chemical composition, are distinct contains characteristics of lipids. Ito yung mga terpenes natin and beta-carotenes na matatagpuan sa ating mga carots, which are the pigments, guys. Pigments sa ating bata. Okay, and these are the classification scheme of lipids based on their chemical composition. Have simple, complex, and derived. Wala dito yung miscellaneous. Kasi nga, they are mga terpenoids. And siya, saan ba siya na-under dito? Wala na rin. Okay, punta na tayo. Okay, unang pag-aaralan natin, the fatty acids and triacylglycerides. Diba we have 6, guys? Remember? Now, punta tayo sa may una natin. Okay, I'll make this fast. Okay, triacylglycerol, guys, contains found as esters of glycerol of A. Okay, oil from plants and animals are original triacylglycerols. Sir, what is oil in plants? Diba? Kapag yung lipids natin or triacylglycerol pala, I should say, at room temperature, kapag solid yun ay fat. Kapag liquid at room temperature, yung triacylglycerol natin, that is oil. Now, let's suppose that the triacylglycerol here, ito yon, these are the glycerol, the structure of glycerol, and triacylglycerol. Now, the glycerol can be produced from the triacylglycerol. Okay. Suppose we have this triacylglycerol, either fat or oil siya. Ninilagyan siya ng base hydrolysis with acid catalyzation. Magpo-produce siya, guys, ng fatty acids and glycerol natin. So, ibig sabihin yung glycerol natin is from the triacylglycerols. Diba na-discuss natin kanina, it is a what? Derived lipids, and this is a simple lipids. Okay, next natin. And ito pa, discuss ko lang. In natural unsaturated fatty acids, the double bonds are all cis and are usually not conjugated. When we say, sige, mamaya di-discuss ko. Okay, and these are the common examples of our triacylglycerols here, or fatty acids pala, I should say. And kung mapapansin nito, guys, is nagbabari yung melting point nila. So, as that ibig pa. Kasi nga, as you notice here, guys, as the number of carbon increases, papataas yung boiling point niya. And when you add a double bond, due to some conformations, kung natatandaan niyo pa yung stereochemistry ninyo, magkakaroon kasi ng variation, such as this na cis, which is on the same side, mababawasan yung boiling, yung kanilang melting point due to the presence of double bond. And when we say when the fatty acids contains double bond, it is a unsaturated fatty acids. And kapag wala siyang double bond, it is a saturated fatty acids. Okay, next, kung mapapansin niyo, ito pang isang example nito. Itong mga to ito pa iba, may mga melting points sila, and pababa ng pababa yung mga melting points nila due to the presence of the double bonds. However, hindi ibig sabihin na paparami double bonds is mababawasan na mababawasan. Nagbabari pa rin yung structures nila based on yung physical properties nila based on their structures for the chemical reactions to other species natin. Okay. Ayan, these are the concepts lang din here. Ang point lang dito, guys, is that saturated fatty acids have higher boiling point than unsaturated fatty acids due to the van der Waals interaction between the molecules of the saturated fatty acids. Mas maintindihan nyo to, guys, kapag pinanood niyo ang ilalagay kong enrichment task ninyo sa by Professor Dave Explains. Yun, mga ganon. Okay, now let's go on. And these are the average composition of specific mga properties natin, mga fats or oils, and their composition of fatty acids. We have the butter, and these are the fatty acids present to there. Depende sa kanilang mga percentage. Mole percentage, guys. Okay, sample problem. Draw the structures of all the possible triacylglycerols that can be formed from glycerol with stearic acid and arachidonic acid. Ganito simple yung gagawin dyan, guys. Okay? Mag-drawing kayo ng glycerol. Siyempre, kayo gagawa niyan. Learning activity yan eh. Ito, yung magiging fatty acids dito, guys, na naka-duktong dito is pipiliin nyo dito. Ayan o. Saan ba yung arachidonic acid kanina? Yung arachidonic acid. Ito. I-attach nyo lang siya. So, like, write all the possible structures. I think there are more than 5 possible triacylglycerol. So, pag mixin nyo lang yung glycerol and the fatty acids, di ba? To form a triacylglycerol. And remind ko lang na don't answer this sample problem without, kapag hindi ko pa siya pinopost sa my learning activity. Kapag naalimutan kong i-post sa learning activity niya, edi swerte. Sana hindi ko makalimutan. Okay, sige. Let's proceed na. Okay, napunta naman tayo sa may reactions ng ating triacylglycerol. Have you ever heard sa yung mga vegetable oils natin na mga hydrogenated? When we say hydrogenated kasi, guys, is binabawasan natin yung kanilang unsaturation. So that siya ay mas mataas yung boiling point nila and mas mainam, mas effective sila sa as a cooking agent natin. Okay, ang consider nitong example, guys, is itong unsaturated fat natin, di ba? Magpo-form siya ng trans properties. Okay, wow, sir, what is trans fat? Yung trans fat na yan, guys, ito kasi ay associated with the increased risk of cardiovascular disease. Ba't kaya ganun? Okay, according to may nabasa akong article, guys, yung trans fat kasi, guys, has a higher melting point. Kapag higher melting point, mas mabagal siyang matunaw. Mas mabagal siyang matunaw sa katawan ninyo, sa katawan pala ninyo, magkakalag siya sa may arteries ninyo. Nagkakalag siya sa may arteries ninyo, mag-i-increase yung risk nyo for cardiovascular decrease or yung sa may pag-flow ng blood sa heart natin. So, paano ba natin i-counteract yan? That's why we have to use another, again, kung napag-aralan nyo sa organic chemistry, addition of hydrogen with the presence of nickel catalyst para magkaroon ng hydrogenation and to remove the trans unsaturated fat here to form a saturated part at wala nang trans. So, mas safer na siyang inumin. So, it is a treated. Okay? Kaya, ganun ang mga natin. So, ayan, no? Liquid vegetable oils can be partially hydrogenated to yield solid cooking fats. To yield solid cooking fats. Okay. Okay, so mga ganon. And next natin is ito. Ayan. Next natin is ito. Biological function of triacylglycerol. Okay. We all know that it provides a long-term energy compared to carbohydrates. At kung saan yung carbohydrates natin, it can only provides us only a day of energy. Yung glycogen natin. Unlike kung sa miko natin, lipids natin can provide us at least up to 1 month energy reserve. Okay. When we react the saponification of triacylglycerol, di ba? Kung nagkaroon kayo ng saponification experiment, guys, is ito yung we are making a sodium carboxylate salts and to form a micelle. We all know that, yes. So, ayan. And ano ba purpose ng soaps natin? To remove the micelle dirt. Okay, di ba pag naghugas kayo ng kamay ng water natin, kunwari babad nyo yung kamay sa may oil, di ba pag tubig lang, hindi nyo nakakuha. Hindi nyo siya nahugasan ng dirt. Now, gagamit kayo ng sabon, which is the sodium carboxylate to help the formation of dirt. Tapos itatrap niya yun ng sodium carboxylate natin, yung mga micelle na, yung mga oils natin dito sa may micelle, and then sasama na siya sa may tubig. So, ganun. Okay, soaps and blah, blah, blah. Okay, carboxylate, and then ganun, susunduin na siya properties. Okay, next. Okay, these are the synthetic detergents for the more efficient micelle formation, and yung regular soaps natin. Na-discuss na natin to sa my college, guys. Okay, hard water precipitation that decrease the effectiveness of micelle formation, thus decrease the effectivity for the cleansing of soaps sa may water natin. Okay, punta naman tayo sa may reactions of carboxylic acids natin, sa mga carboxyl fats, sa may mga fatty acids natin, guys. Okay, consider this example here. Okay, tingnan niyo ito. Ito yung another reactions here. When the fatty acids, tatandaan niyo yung natin, ang tinatarget niya dito, kapag 6 reagents lang na 1, 2, 3, 4, there are 7 reagents na gagamitin natin. Kapag ito, isusulat ko ba? Sige. Let's write this down here para mas maintindihan niyo. Patang liit. Ang liit na. Wait. Pakihan natin. Okay. Walang pinagbago. Wait lang, guys, ha. Wala pa rin pinagbago. Okay. Wala pa rin pinagbago. Okay. Sige. Sulat ko na lang para mas maintindihan niyo. Okay. Let's suppose we have this long chain of fatty acids here. Diba? Our group represents 1 and we have a pagpasensya niyo drawing ko Okay, long chains of fatty acids here. We have here. O yan. Okay, ni-react niya siya sa may ating first reagent natin. Lithium, aluminum, hydride. In the presence of H2O. Tama ba? Okay, hindi ko Okay. Kuha natin nga. I-present first yung natin. Okay. And then nilagyan niya siya sa may ether. Sa may ether natin. This is may ether, diethyl ether here. Ayan. Don't worry, guys. Open naman to. Ang gagawin niya is, i-clip niya tong double bond O. Yielding ilan carbon to? 4 na bundok. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ayan. Mawawala lang yung double bond O niya. So, that's it. Kung mapansin niyo, ang interest nito is to remove the carbonyl group here. Fatty acids to, guys, This one here is a fatty acids. Fatty acids, di ba? Fatty acids. Bakit, sir, fatty acids? Kasi nga, it contains carboxylic acid. Okay, mukhang napapatagal discussion ko yata. I'll mix bus here. Okay, next is okay, kapag minix daw natin siya ng alcohol. Minix natin siya ng alcohol. Kunwari, methanol. Okay, ano pa yung catalyst natin dito? May water. With the presence of acid catalyst. HA, acetic acid. Gagawin na dito is what? Esterification. Yung part na R group na ito, kung ano mang, kunwari, let's be specific na ROH yan. Magpo-form siya ng 4 na bundok. Ay, hindi, ayan, 4 na bundok. Ang perform naman siya dito, magkakaroon siya ng direct substitution with the H. So, O, ano yung R group natin? Diba? CH3. So, CH3. Magpo-form siya ng ester. Esther, the last day of Holy Week. So, Esther. Okay, next. SOCl2. Okay, nireact naman daw natin siya unari sa may SOCl2. Oh, ano kayang mangyayari dito? Okay, ang mangyayari lang dito is just yung OH mapapalitan ng chlorine. 1, 2, 3, 4. And voila. Diba? Ganyan yung lalabas sa may mga experimental result ninyo kapag kayo gumawa ng reactions. So may ganun pala, may reactions pala yung mga fatty acids natin. So mga ganun bagay. Okay. So mga ganyan. Okay. Now, let's go on to the, ito ay for the, either unsaturated or saturated fatty acids. Basta ang interest ng tatong to is to attack the carbonyl group or the carboxylic part of our fatty acids. Next is yung natin, yung ating what if unsaturated fatty acids naman. So there are 4 reactions involved there. Okay, kunin natin. Isa-isa na natin. Doon ulit tayo sa may 4 na bundok para mas natin. Okay, meron tayong 4 na bundok here. Ayan. Tapos may double bond dito. OH. Na kunwari nilagyan daw natin siya ng bromine. Ng bromine water. Ang mangyayari doon, guys, yung, di ba bromine, Br2? Di ba structure ng bromine natin is Br? Ang mangyayari lang doon siya sa may double bond. Magpo-form siya ng Br. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 na bundok. Here, OH. Saan siya yung natin? Form lang ng Br. Dito, ayan. So, that's how you want. Ito, yung Br na. Ay, ito, Br natin. Yan. Next naman, kapag hydrogen, di ba? Hydrogenation. In-discuss natin ito kanina with the presence of nickel. Okay, tatanggalin niya yung double bond. Kasi hindi na naman ilalagay yung H dito, di ba? Di ba, sa may skeletal structure, invisible yung H natin. So, tanggalin natin yan. Ayan. Mangyari lang doon, the double bond will be removed. So, 4 na bundok. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Ayan, so OH. So, mga ganun. Next, what if nilagay natin siya sa may natin, osmium sulfate, OS. So, may OS natin, OSO4. And then, ano pa ba yung present natin? Meron daw siyang sodium bisulfate. So, okay, sodium bisulfate. Sodium bisulfate. Mayroon lang dito, another, okay, double bond ang ating inilagay. Guys, take note, double bond here, OH. Mayroon dito is magkakaroon lang siya ng dalawang OH dito. So, ganun. Sir, paano pag walang double bond yung natin, yung fatty acids natin? Tapos, nireacta natin sa mga species na to. Okay, ilagay nyo lang na no reactions, guys. Pero pag mga lial or alcohol, and ano yung isa? Ano yung isa natin? And SOCl2 or thionyl chloride here. So, lakuanin nyo yun. May reactions doon. Pero pag walang double bond, kung walang double bond at ito yung nilagay yung mga reagents here, walang reactions magaganap doon. And then lastly, ano yung last reagent natin? Is yung HBr. Oh, it is a Markovnikov. Okay, another one here, 4 na bundok. Natargetin niya yung ating natin, OH here. So, ang mangyayari dito yung Br, dito yung H natin. Okay, so ganun. Diba? Kasi nga, naglagay tayo ng HBr. Diba? H bonded to Br. So, HBr. Sir, saan po ba ilalagay yung hydrogen? Dito ba o dito? Ipa-follow niya yung Markovnikov rules, guys. So, magkaaroon tayo ng dalawang product there. Magkaaroon tayo ng dalawang product. Maring dito yung isa, okay, isusunod ko na nga lang ulit. 2, 3, 4. Pasensya sa drawing ko, medyo na-arash kasi utak ko. Medyo nagmamadali ako mag-discuss ngayon. Okay, Br and H. So, magano. So, dalawa yung product natin. Okay, let's move on for the natin. We're done with the reactions of the acid glycerol. Punta naman tayo sa may ikalawa. May 4 pa. So may ating ikalawang types of lipids which are the terpenes and terpenoids. Okay. Terpenes or terpenoids are found in the odoriferous essential oils of plants, diba? Ito yung mga beta-arotenes natin kasi nga they are containing a saturated double bonds here. Hindi, saturated, conjugated pala. Conjugated yung tamang term. Conjugated mga dienes natin and conjugated alkenes natin. So terpenes and terpenoids are terpenes that contain oxygen. Okay, and these are the number of carbon atoms. Kapag 10 siya ay monoterpenes, plus niya 15 sesquiterpenes, 20 diterpenes, and 30 triterpenes. So mga ganon. And then ang ano ba isoprene unit natin? Ganito ang isoprene unit natin. We have an isobutyl, kung mare-recall niyo sa organic chemistry niyo. And then dun sa may isobutyl natin, sa may both ko natin, sa may dalawang edge niya, Diba? Mag-drawing kayo ng isobutyl. Ano ba yung isobutyl natin? Ano ba yung isobutyl? Sige, mag-drawing na naman ako. Okay, let's suppose that we have this isobutane. Dun sa may dalawang dulo, may double bond. Yon. Isobutane na may double bond. So, isobutane ba yan? Oh, tama. Isobutane. So, ganun. Confirm nyo na nga lang kung mag-class comment na nga lang yung talagang isobutane yun. Okay, next natin. So, these are the tails, composed of tail and head. Okay? These are here is a terpene, meron tayong terpene, and terpenoids here. So, paano malalaman yun? Sir, hindi naman yung double bond dito. Titignan kasi guys, kung meron dalawang double bond dito, ayan po. Titignan niyo yung double bond nila. Hindi naman laging dapat may double bond yung mga terpenes natin. Basta they compose a isoprene units. That might suffice to term it as an isoprene units natin kahit wala silang double. Okay, these are the another examples of terpenes natin, and these are ito yung mga tetra terpenes natin kasi they contains 30 such as the alpha carotene, beta carotene, and gamma carotene. Carotenes are the precursors for the biosynthetic precursors for vitamin A. It is what natin yung mga ating mga what's the term for that for the natural products natin? Ano yung natural products natin na yun? Alimutan ko yung term. Pasensya na. Medyo nag-rush kasi ito. So, ayan. Vitamin A natin. Phenolic substance. Phenolic ba? Sa dulo ng dila ko yung term. Basta mga natural products, mga carotenoids. Phytochemical. Ayun. Phytochemical, guys. So, ayan. So, another example of the mga terpenes natin is just a natural rubber. So, natural rubber can use a 1,4 addition polymer of isoprene, and this is di ba natin. So, ang isoprene natin is kapag yung vulcanization. Kunwari, tawag doon. Kunwari, magpapavulcanize kayo ng butasan kayo. Sir, paon nga po, pa-disulfide bridge nga po ng aking gulong. Ano ba yun? Vulcanization yun. Okay, so mga ganun lang. Okay, next. Okay, we are now on the third. Wow, okay, tatlo pa. Which are these storage? They are the important bioregulators here. And ang common nito is we have these natin. They are classified or differs based on the derivatives of this ring. Okay, composed of, ayan o, mga fuse ring natin, composed of A, B, C, mga 6-membered ring, and letter D, 5-membered ring natin. So, ganito yung hindi na tayo mag-naming, guys, because that is part of your lecture. I'm just discussing the essential methods. Okay. And then next natin, yung nagbabari yung ating mga steroids based on their R group on the 17th carbon. Okay, and these are di pa natin. So, mga ganyan. Kapag H, androstenedione, H replacing CH3, estradiol, and 2021, pregnane, choline, and cholesterol. Pero syempre, ang other type of steroids natin is the cholesterol. Biosynthetic precursor of other steroids. Okay. Ang natin kasi dito, guys, is cholesterol natin helps synthesis for the bile acids natin para mas ma-disperse ng katawan natin, ng bile acids natin sa may katawan natin, yung mga fats na inakain natin in order for a better digestion. So, mga ganun. And then cholesterol is found in the body. And meron tayong term na good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. The good cholesterol is the high-density lipoproteins that carry lipids from the tissue to liver for the degradation excretion. And the LDL or low-density lipoproteins are bad cholesterol, carry by synthesized cholesterol from other digestive tissues. So, meron palang ganun. Yeah. Good and bad cholesterol. Ay, nandito pala yung meaning. So, ayun. Okay, next. Problem set 1. Siyempre, hindi mo sasagutan yan kasi napakahaba niyan, guys. Okay, next. The second derivatives of our steroids are the sex hormones. There are 3 major classes of sex hormones. Kung saan yung mga estrogens, androgens, and progesterones natin. Female sex hormones, male sex hormones, and pregnancy hormones. So, okay, ito yung female sex hormones natin, which is the estrone and estradiol, mga hormones natin na kung saan nakaka-affect sa may natin. And then for the natin, ito, estradiol and estrone. So, mga ganun. And the next, testosterone natin is the primary male sex hormone. So, testosterone yung ating sex hormone natin sa mga lalaki. Testosterone. Androsterone is the metabolism from testosterone that is secreted. Okay, okay. Next naman is the progesterone is the most important progesterone or pregnancy hormone. Secreted daw siya by the placenta and necessary for the pregnancy continuity. So, ito lang, kunin ko lang, guys. Hindi ko kasi na-present dito. Ayun, yung structure ng testosterone. Ito structure ng estrone sa may babae. Ito sa ating mga lalaki. So, wag kayong babanat, guys. Him, kunwari kayo nag-away kayo ng girlfriend niyo. Napaka-moody mo. You're so always unstable. Kaso yung girlfriend mo, may high level knowledge sa chemistry. Bumanat siya. Oh, Shems, apply cold water to the burned area. Oh, wait, play natin yun. Teka lang. Play natin. Oh, Shems, burn tayo doon mga boys. Bakit kaya? Bakit? You're so always unstable. Tapos bumanat siya ng ganito. Wow, how do you account for that? Okay, sa mga hindi po na-gets, account po sa may resonance structure ng ating female hormones and male hormones natin. Kasi po, mas marami pong resonance structure ang ating aromatic ring kaysa dito sa may natin na ito. So, di ba, kapag mas maraming resonance structure, mas stable. So, patay tayo doon. Tayo ang basag. So, girls 1, boys 0. Shems. Nang ganon, guys. Lagi naman panalo mga babae. Okay, next natin. Synthetic steroids are oral positive. So, mga steroids pala yung mga birth control pills natin na yan. So, ito, mga synthesis here, adrenergical hormones, cortisol hormones, which is the stress hormones. There, okay. Pero yung cortisol natin, hindi naman siya laging bad. It is always good. Good pa rin siya kasi it prime us to our brain, activates our fight or flight response na kung saan magiging active yung ating katawan natin. But too much cortisol kapag hindi nyo na nare-regulate yung cortisol sa ating katawan is magkakaproblema tayo dyan. Doon tayo magkakaproblema. But reminder ko lang guys, cortisol prime us to be active. Okay, ayan, here, prostaglandins, 5-membered ring, another, kuha natin. We'll skip this part. Phospholipids and cell membranes. Okay, yan yung mga naalagay sa mga cells natin. Phosphatides and sample problem here, and then phosphatides from lipid bilayers from the biological system below. I'll not explain that further. This is a micelle and non-polar group, polar group, so may amphipathic property siya. And these are the fluid mosaic model for our cell membrane. Cholesterol is a major component of plasma membrane of our natin. So ang mga plasma membrane natin, guys, is mga lipoproteins and glycolipids sa atin natin. So dito sila nagre-responsible to regulate the in and out kung ano man nakaandon, such the active transport and other type of transport na nag-undergo sa cell membrane. Basta ganon, nagre-regulate siya. Hindi siya basta-basta nagpapapasok. Mga ganon. Cell membrane. Wala kasi, hindi ko kasi makita yung memes na inaon na yun. So, mga ganon. And then waxes are the long chain of fatty acids. So, when we say fatty acids, it contains CHO and exercise. Na compound show na Bob is A. Siyempre, hindi ko sasagutin. Learning activity niya yun eh. And wag niyo sasagutan. So, exercises, qualitative test for lipids, guys. Ito ay part ng inyong discussion o experiment na i-discuss ko further. So, thank you guys for listening. That's it for our lecture for our module 4. And sana may natutunan po kayo sa ating discussion for today. And don't worry guys, the qualitative analysis for lipids will be discussed later in this lecture. So, I think I will end my discussion here, guys. And thank you for listening and goodbye again.